Hi guys, I'm Leon. Today we're going to fly over to the Abel, Tasman and have a look at the Awaroa airstrip. Come along. So here's the aircraft we're taking. It's a 1950s Piper Cub. We've done a walk around and the aircraft is good to go. So a pretty simple aircraft to start. Master's on, fuel's on, mixture's full rich, mag's on, clear on the left, clear on the right. Prime it by giving it 6 pumps of the throttle and start it with the starter button. It's now time to depart runway 02 at Nelson. Got a bit of a left-hand crosswind, so make sure to have the aileron into the wind. And in about 25 minutes we'll be overhead the Awaroa airstrip. Here's the Awaroa airstrip off to the left. I'll fly overhead the airstrip to have a good look at the runway surface condition and a really good look at the surface wind. The effective runway is 400 metres. The touchdown point is being the tall gum tree just in front of the leading edge now. The windsock shows no wind, so I'm happy to continue the approach and join downwind landing from the west. There's a few considerations when landing into Awaroa. Firstly, it's an uphill airstrip. During the approach, at a certain point, it's also no longer safe to make a go around, so you have to have a strict commitment point. My decision point is once I've crossed the estuary. Once you go beyond that point, you're descending below tall trees up to 25 metres high, so if there's any crosswind component, there's a good chance of wind shear and turbulence on short final, and that's why you want to be super careful in what type of conditions you land here in. I'm on long final now. I've got full flaps out and maintaining 60 miles per hour. I like getting set up nice and early just so I can maintain a really steady and stable approach. Also to the left is the Awaroa inlet. This is the low tide walking track and the only way to walk into Awaroa. You can just see the airstrip and runway up ahead, and you can clearly see the estuary, which is my decision point. I curve slightly to the left just to avoid flying over the residence. I'm at my decision point. I've decided to commit to landing. Now fly nice and accurately, descending below the trees. You can see my touchdown point just to beam the gun tree there. I'm aiming for a nice tail roll wheel. I touch down just past my aim point and keep straight with rudder. We park up and now it's time to head to the beach. It's about a 5-minute walk to the beach from the airstrip, and just up ahead is the Awaroa Lodge. After a lovely swim, it's time to hop back in the aircraft. This time I'm going to be doing a quick circuit. The top of this runway is quite rough and has a significant dip just up ahead, so I like to have a positive check forwards to avoid bouncing into the air. I make an early turn to avoid flying over any houses and come back for one more landing at Awaroa. Pretty happy with that landing, and now we're departing, this time back towards Nelson. One of my favourite things about the Cub is being able to fly with the door wide open, especially when the view is that lovely. And there's one last view of Awaroa as we make our way back to Nelson. This time we decide to take the low level route home. There's Tarn Bay off to the right, very envious of all the people swimming down there. And we do one climbing orbit above Anchorage. If you're wanting to fly to Awaroa yourself, make sure you get checked out by a qualified instructor first. I was lucky enough to do a flight with a very experienced ACAT. Also make sure you get written permission from the airstrip operator and pay your $30 landing fee each time. Now we're back on a short approach for a crosswind landing onto the seal at Nelson, a relatively tricky type of landing for a tail jagger. So I make sure to land on the windward wheel and keep that wing down. And once you're on the ground, most importantly, keeping straight with the rudder. And you can see my feet working very hard to keep that centerline exactly down the nose. And as we slow down, I gently bring the tail wheel onto the ground as well. Thank you for watching this video. Awaroa is definitely one of my favourite places to fly, and I'm so lucky to be able to fly there. Special thanks to my friend Tarn for helping me video this, and stay tuned for some more flying videos. Thanks.